Hi, my name is Joan Walton. I'm Senior Lecturer in the School of Education, Language and Psychology. I have recently had an article published in Educational Action Research entitled Social Justice and Action Research: Can we collaboratively create a new social movement with social justice at the centre? The article is the outcome of a long-term interest in action research. This began in the early part of my career when, as a social worker with children and families, I found that forms of action research could help to make a positive difference in the lives of disadvantaged young people and of others who for various reasons live on the margins of society. Action research is a values-based approach to inquiry that, through integrating action, reflection and theory, aims to improve practice rather than solely analyse and explain it. I was involved in community-based projects in deprived areas and in collaborative inquiries, including with early years practitioners who wanted to create their own knowledge rather than rely on the knowledge of experts. I also engaged in participatory research with undergraduates, exploring how to enhance student engagement. More recently, though, I've often felt frustrated because although these projects and others led by researchers in many parts of the country were interesting and of undoubted value to participants, they seemed to have little influence on wider learning. In other words, the society in which we live continued to perpetuate similar levels of inequalities and discriminatory practices that I had experienced as a social worker. I began to question why this was the case. What is the nature of the blocks that make social justice so difficult to achieve, not just in the UK, but globally? Even more significantly, what is going on in our world that is resulting in behaviours which threaten planetary existence, including climate change, terrorism, and various forms of violence against people, animals, and nature? So my research interest evolved to include an investigation into the political context in which we live and the use and abuse of power that privileges a minority at the expense of the majority. The deeper I delve, the more complex I realise the situation is. This has led me to conclude that if we are to achieve social justice, we need to radically question the materialistic worldview that dominates our Western world and informs the neoliberal ideology which underpins social and educational policy making. Based on interdisciplinary study, which includes educational theory, philosophy, quantum physics, consciousness studies, and spirituality, I am developing a worldview based on the idea of a participatory consciousness, where separation is an illusion and all of reality is seen as entangled and interconnected. This theorising informs my current research and is fully explored in my recent article, Social Justice and Action Research.